I welcome you to Kigogona program. I am Munabi Jao Gekoyo from NGS. Today we are looking at the education, and this is very important because you see education is changing in countries. But then I have to tell you one thing. The way you see people presuming some nations are higher than the others, you know what is being used, that is a very low frequency. And it's unfortunate because Africa is not poor. It is being looted and has been looted. Atrocities being done. And I have to tell you, we are being protected by the mountain, Mount Kirinyaga. Because you know creation is enabled. Even when people are doing things, they are doing it because they are being created. But then we have people who cannot obey the law, who think even if there are consequences, they cannot care whatever they can do. They think that living that billionaire life is something. It's not a deal. You know, it doesn't matter those things for you. You are having a taste. But let me tell you, there is no strength like that. You know, for you, you think God is having a taste, but there is no taste. The way you see things and presume money is, that is a very low frequency because actually it's enabled by human beings. You know, even the machines printing the dollar, you just go to the computer and change the design and you can print any currency. But then the problem is the numbers allocated to the money are not reflecting to anything real because the USA removed in 1971, Richard Nixon was a criminal, and it's unfortunate because actually there are people who usually hide and pretend through the camera. You know, it is not a way it can be documented. You know, it's unfortunate. But for me, I'm not operating from the mainstream. For me, let me tell you, I did not choose to be a prophet. But then, because I found myself in a situation I could not have avoided, I got captured by the Creator, the real one. So for me, I'm here to awaken you and tell you the way things are. And then you don't have authority, but then even if you try, I'm telling you won't achieve, because let me tell you, there are people who have been doing it. Because don't think churches are for real. No, they are fake, all of them. They cannot help anyone know God. So the first thing which will help Africa is first embracing who you are. Because let me tell you, there are atrocities. Even Germany wanted to exterminate people in Namibia. Let me tell you, the Herero, and killed 80% of the population. But they were hoping to do more, but then it's unfortunate. Because even you see those nations falling, it doesn't mean that when you have nuclear, you are supreme. No. Those are childish things, let me tell you, for real. Because when you have to go, we come to Gogi. Gogi is protecting people and protecting the creation. You know, even in Kenya, even the government, when they are overthrow plans, because there are people who usually try to overthrow. Some usually want to form the ethnic thing, and then it's unfortunate. In Kenya, you cannot do that. Because Kenya is where the Creator is Abode. For you don't know, you are at a sacrosanct place. Because even the traditional people, you know, even Europeans are lying to you, using the research of indigenous people and are going to do research. But they're pretending those things are not. It's unfortunate through the mainstream, because now, you know, such shenanigans will end. Because like actually when you know your own things, you get awakened. Your frequency will be higher, let me tell you. Because creation is having a lot. You know, you're not just having the physical body. You are also having a soul, a spirit, but then the things are not at one place. It's not like that. And even other things are covered by layers of other energies which are not naked to the eye, because the eyes are not seeing a lot. You are unable to see in the dark, and the things are there. But then I'm telling you, when you die, you will not be needing that, because you will be energy. There will be no space. We have aspect of space, gravity, and time that is so deep. And then, you know, outer space radiation is what all people, when you are created by the Creator, by God, because the name will change. You know, some we call God, let me tell you, Ngai, and Ngai is from the Maasai, and Ngai, we have Aikoyo called Mwenenyaga. And I'm telling you, there are evil people usually fight the name, but then it is not having a divine spark, because communities were created purely. Anyway, the more you lose yourself, you lose your language, and you lose your thing, the more you are getting lost. And I'm telling you, you can regain everything if you align yourself to the cosmic energy. Because even the way things were, they were because of the energy. Even the way creation was fresh when it was created, it was because of the energy. So let me tell you, when you die, because you'll be everywhere, you will realize and witness what I'm telling you. Don't think let me tell you, be forever be there because of the soul. You are having other layers, and there are people who can harm those layers, harm your spirit. Let me tell you, because I'm telling you, there are people who can use even the witchcraft things, and for you cannot control them because you are not them, but then you can control yourself, because it does mean that they must achieve when you are having now because now it is deeper. There are rituals now you modulate in your home, a place of energy where you will be going to offer your prayers from, because you should not pray from the air. The air is not taking the prayers to God, because there are science things. It is not just about speaking. Churches were not brought for you to know God. No, they were to enable looting and exploitation of Africa. And the people who are there, they are operating at a very low frequency because they think the might is at the money, but then they don't know the money well. Because actually you don't need to be like Europeans of the US or such. You just need to know what they have done. For them, they will lie to you. They have used money to do things. But no, they are not using money. They are hiding other things, what they are doing for it. And now that is what you need to know. Even the technology they are using, they cannot tell you. Even the advanced things they are having, even now they tell you they are quantum, they cannot let you know, because now it is controlled. But then let me tell you, the stars are releasing now the information, because things were there as energy. People will regain their things back. And you cannot do anything, you cannot prevent anything. Because even when you are doing things, you are doing because of being created. So for you, it's unfortunate when you get lost. Because even the evils you do, presume that the earth is having a lot of, and you are the more consumers, you are the ones consuming a lot. That is unfortunate. Because those are shenanigans. Africa is not poor. So the universities, and even if you research indigenous research, because even for them they do that. The Europeans university, I'm telling you, but they want to pretend that African things are not. It's not like that. When you discover even the importance of melanin, because actually, let me tell you, when people discover the advantage of having the melanin, they usually despise those who are having it, but then they don't want to say it, but it's unfortunate. But then black people have been mistreated, and they are not just at Africa. Black people are globally. But then I'm telling you, the radiation now is falling, and what will help you if your alignment with the cosmic order. Have you been aligning? Because you should not sin, regardless of who you are. Even if you are calling yourself a king, some lie to themselves, and they end up, let me tell you, it doesn't mean that you must do evil. There is a span, and now it's over. For evil regimes and those unclean people. People had a lot of atrocities done. Even Japan, the way Japan did to Nanjing. Even if you are killing, they didn't have to use such brutality. Even Italy wanted to exterminate, killing the rights of Ethiopia. It's unfortunate. The atrocities are too many to mention. But let me tell you, they are there as energy, and you must pay. And individually they paid because you have the energy of what you have done. Let me tell you now, people in the 21st century, their frequency will change, even because of the things they will undergo, even because of the cosmic change. Because now, let me tell you, see, because I'm telling you, creation is not powered by the other things that people are claiming. That is too low frequency and vibration. Because there is also vibration. University should start knowing the creation well through now the divinity eye, the real eye from Mount Kirinyaga, because now you have even the principles, which are 7 principles of creation. The universe is not one, there are 7. There is a lot, and you can't use humanly means or think you need money for you to. No, it's not like that. Even you didn't strain for you to be born or be there. You didn't even choose personality. When you are breastfeeding, you're not knowing yourself well. But then I'm telling you, you are powered by energy. The deal is not one thing or such. You don't need one thing to survive for real. You need a lot, but there are some people who control things and control resources, even block the rain from raining, causing drought, and they have put people in camps for them to die, and for real, because of hunger. Because they have tried to kill people, because even if you are like that, you can do such an act, you are useless in the creation. And you cannot even have a generation. They will have that because of the DNA. These things are deep, and they usually use the DNA of black people to make viruses, because even diseases are laboratory made, and also make the medicine. In Africa, we can have the hospitals and have the schools, but have our own things there. It's not much we have Eurocentric things. They are fake things. They are useless. Even you are supposed to change your names. You are not a European. You are African. Because you are not created by mistake. In every community, there are good people and evil ones. Embrace the good ones. Because for them, they used your body as well. And when they died, they got a reward. And their soul was joined to the spirit. Because that was all you need. Not, let me tell you, if you embrace the real creator, you will benefit. For me, I got captured. After graduation, I heard the voice of Mwenenyaga speaking in my brain, giving the ability to respond. I've grown with it. And let me tell you, even I was tested with death. I passed the test of loyalty. Let me tell you, I was implanted Kigogon. Let me tell you, that's why I know that much. Let me tell you, because I'm interacting directly with the Creator. The name will depend how the Creator manifested, and the Creator is one. The oneness of God. But there are people who confuse people, like the Catholic, claiming of three. No, there is no son or such. No, it's not like that. Jesus was born through ordinary means. Rituals were performed. For you, because of your frequency and because of your vibration, you are seeing that what I'm saying, you cannot be able to have the spark of it. But when you are now liberated, you are awakened, you are able to understand what I'm saying. And this is what will happen because of cosmic energy. Let me tell you. And in Africa, I believe the real education, even the ministry should protect people, because you should not be seeking those medicine. You should make our own medicine and now store them in our hospital and offer them from our hospital, because now we'll be sure even the injection we are giving to our kids, they are safe, because we are the ones making. You cannot trust people who despise you, be claiming you are poor, and for you just allow. Now I'm telling you, now that will be a revolution. It will not be out of humans are not needed. I don't know to fight, because actually, even they don't follow the rules. You should not be fighting every time, even fighting at night, throwing bombs at each other. I'm telling you, even they were in Palestine and they did not lose any war, because it doesn't mean that when you come to God, it's not about trying, because even people doing things is predetermined. Action is predetermined. What you do before you do it, but for you don't know it well, because you don't know God well. But right now you know, and your action is what will help you. Action equals energy. Let me tell you, action is important, not what you are having, what you have done, doing, and you will do. The urgent need to scrutinize education in Africa. The present education was founded by ancient Egyptian records. The G7 countries looted, documented, and monetized ancient Egyptian records. Some were destroyed to hide African identity. African records and artifacts are hidden in European museums, Vatican, and University of Alexandria. Africans are systematically blocked from accessing. European countries and the US are killing Africans for minerals and occupancy. Mount Kirinyaga, Kenya, ATA has protected Africans from extermination. The creator, Mwenenyaga, Ngai Murungu, abode in Mount Kirinyaga in a spiritual dimension, Umperian Seat of Majesty. The Ark of the Covenant is hosted in Mount Kirinyaga in a spiritual dimension. Fourth, outer space radiation falls in Mount Kirinyaga. Mount Kirinyaga radiation is significant in spirituality. It heals, elevates, and transforms people. Africans should research and learn 1. True African history before slavery and colonialism, African spirituality, metaphysics and sacred geometry, Pan-Africanism and revolutionary philosophy, religion as a colonial tool, restoration of indigenous heritage. Africa is not poor. It is being looted. The same people claiming Africa is poor or backward are the same benefiting from minerals and exploitation. Corrupt Africans are bribed to enable infiltration and foreign programs. Cosmic changes will soon liberate and transform Africa. A black civilization will rise in the 21st century. Mwenenyaga will terminate evil regimes, and unclean people globally, creation purity will be restored. Thy, thathaiya Ngai, thy.